The Scottish Government's put the cat among the pigeons, considering a ban to stop moggies from attacking birds and wildlife.
Yes, this is a serious report from the Scottish Animal Welfare Commission, which suggests setting up containment zones where owners would be forced to keep their pets indoors to stop them hunting. Should cats be banned to protect birds and other wildlife? Joining us to discuss this, journalist and cat owner Flora Gill, who says it is cruel to keep cats contained. But Jennifer White from the animal rights group PETA thinks it is better for wildlife. Well, it's definitely better for wildlife, I would agree, Jennifer, because cats do, in some cases, kill animals. But isn't that part of the circle of life?
Well, this is also better for cats because we know that when cats are allowed to roam unsupervised outside, they end up in really dangerous situations, whether this is being hit by cars, attacked by dogs.
I'm not sure that's the point behind this welfare commission
report. Well, there
report.
are so many dangers that face cats when they're allowed to roam. And then, of course, they are also responsible for maiming and killing billions of native birds and other small animals. And, of course, these animals are not prepared to defend themselves against this non-native predator.
OK.
So that's why the best thing that we can do for wildlife and cats is keep cats.
So you're saying cats should only go out on leashes, on leads?
Or people can make catios, which are fenced-in areas in their garden where cats can roam, but they just can't wander
So they should
off.
cats should be chained or encaged?
They can live very happy lives in homes, and you have to remember that cats did not choose to be domesticated by people. We have got into a situation where, from our actions, we are now responsible for keeping cats safe. And the best way to keep cats safe is by keeping them indoors.
Cage them up?
It's not a cage. Is your home a cage? We're talking about creating a stimulating and, you know, very safe environment for cats indoors. 700
million vertebrates a year in the UK is the actual number of wild prey killed by cats, according to this official report. Flora, if you lived in Scotland and this proposal came in as a law, what would happen to your cat?
He would be absolutely miserable. I mean, he wouldn't. I'd be sneaking him out and I'd be protesting. But I think it's cruel to not let cats that want to be outdoors be outdoors. They're much happier, they're much healthier. Indoor cats, when they've been outdoors, can do damage to themselves. And I think it's ridiculous to suggest that we keep them on leads, which, if anyone has a cat and has tried to put them on a lead, most do not accept it.
Is your cat a killer?
My cat has killed a couple animals that I've seen, and I'm sure it's more, but I think that that's a small price to pay. And I think
do you find that upsetting, or do you feel that it's
go get him? No, I don't. I don't love my cat killing animals. I particularly don't like him bringing in mice. But I think it's disingenuous to suggest that you're trying to help or protect cats, because cats are much happier when they're outdoors. And even if that was the case, I think that's a decision for the owners of cats to make, not for the government to force people.
I mean, the reality here is that many cats who are allowed out unsupervised do not return home. And I'm sure we have all seen posts, you know, on lampposts, missing cat posters, and it's absolutely heartbreaking.
But that's the decision of the owner.
Peter, we hear every day horror stories of cats who've wandered off and ended up in the wrong hands, and they've been burned, tortured, strangled, shot. You know, there are horrible
But the answer to that is we should stop the horrible people, in the same way that the answer to stopping crime might be to lock all men indoors, but I wouldn't suggest that.
But also, when you consider that 630 cats are hit by cars every single day in the UK, and it is not a legal requirement for people to stop if they hit a cat.
Well, let me ask you then, Jennifer, because part of this report says that in some areas people would be stopped from owning cats altogether. There would be a cat ban.
I mean, I think we all can see
surely the safest way to protect cats is to stop people having them all together.
I mean, the Headlines Inc. have sensationalised this issue quite a lot, and I think it's highly unlikely that the SNP are ever going to ban people from having cats. Of course, people should be able to have cats in their homes. Rescue shelters are filled with homeless cats who are just looking for their forever home, and of course, you know, we need to make sure that that can still happen. But you can create a very stimulating and enriching environment in your home where cats can enjoy
but this isn't an exaggeration. Headline. This is a suggestion in this report commissioned by the Scottish Government that in new housing developments in rural areas, a stipulation could be added that cats may not be kept at all.
And the benefit of having a cat is huge. It reduces stress, it can reduce anxiety. And also, if you look after your cat and feed it a meaty diet and play with it, it's much less likely to go out and maim and kill. I mean, these things still happen, but I don't think we wouldn't argue that we section off areas of wildlife to protect all animals from hawks and other predators. These things happen.
Well, how many animals do foxes kill?
Well, foxes are a natural predator for animals.
Like cats?
Cats are not native. They're, humans domesticated cats, and now we've set them outside and we've put them in front of all sorts of danger.
They're pretty well integrated now, aren't they?
Well, the thing is, it's not safe for cats to be outside. We are putting them in dangerous situations, and as I've said, 630 cats every day are being hit by cars. There's just no reason.
Are you fundamentally, let's be honest here, let's be honest, are you fundamentally a dog person?
No, I love cats, and if you truly
honestly,
love cats, you want what's best for them.
They're not killing the birds, they're happy on a lead. I mean, aren't you basically saying dogs, not cats?
What we're talking about here is putting cats' best interests first. You can make the best environment in your house. You can get very simple toys, cat scratchers, a cat tree. You can make a catio in your garden, fenced-off area for cats to
That does require a garden,
but they're all cage the cats. I'm not sure it's a great slogan.
And we don't all not everyone has a big garden and lots of space, and the cats are just happier outside.
Well, Ed, were you trying to indicate that fundamentally you have a view on this, which is down to whether you're a cat person or a dog person? What would you think if you were told you're not allowed a cat?
I would think yes.
Because you are very much a dog person. Thank you both very much indeed. Right, we asked you, the viewers, do you think pet cats should be banned to protect wildlife? And almost a quarter of you agreed. Cats should be contained.
Sorry, three-quarters of you disagreed.
Yes. Yeah, that's how polls work. Thank you both very much indeed.